Hello, how are y'all? I'm doing great. Of course, like anyone else, I have things that I can complain about, but what is that gonna do? It's not gonna make matters any better. But still have a lot to be happy, thankful, and grateful for. I'm still alive. Yay. Great. Um, I haven't had a lot to talk about recently. Sort of kind of been in shutdown mode. And y'all know that's not like me. And for those of you who can't tell, I'm sick, congested. That's why I sound like this. I sound horrible. I sound like a freaking frog. Um, but what was I getting ready to say? Oh, I haven't had much to talk about. So, I said that I was going to read this week, and while I've been sick, thank God I'm getting better now, but I said that I was going to read because I didn't have anything else to do. Well, day after day, I kept putting it off and I didn't read. But today I said I'm going to read, even if I just read for like 15 minutes, I'm going to read something. So for those of you who know, I've been reading Tyrese's book, How to Get Out of Your Own Way. Yes, I'm still reading the book in the 4th chapter. But reading today, I got 3 important questions that I wanted to share with you all. So, gonna get started. Question number 1 is, what is it that you want out of life? Question number 2, are you being celebrated or are you being tolerated? Question number 3, you may be able to talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Gonna do a breakdown with those. Starting with number 1, take a moment and really focus and think about what you truly want out of life. It's easy for, sometimes we can do everything that someone else wants us to do, but we never take the time to really do what we want to do. We have our goals and our dreams and things set that we want to do, but sometimes we push them aside. Sometimes we have valid reasons, and sometimes we don't have valid reasons. But like I said, take a moment, be very specific in your answer. What is it that you truly want to do? If it's wanting to be a teacher, if it's wanting to be a painter, if it's wanting to be someone who works for the garbage company, what is it that you really want to do? No one else can tell you what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You'll know what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of times I think we get involved in things and say, yeah, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that because the pay is good, but then you're getting up every day and you're dreading and you're hating going to work because that's not what you want to do. So that's why I said be very specific in what you want to do. And after you figure out what it is that you want to do, come up with the plan of how you're going to put that, come up with a plan that you can put in effect to help you accomplish that thing. One of the things that Tyrese was saying in the book that Will Smith told him, and I've heard it numerous of times before, talking about the 5 people in your circle. They say, if you tell me your favorite 5 people in your circle, I can tell you your future. Think about it for a second. They've always said, who and what you hang around, you become. If I hang around my friends who drink all the time, that's as far as I'm going to get, is opening up a bottle of wine or alcohol, taking shots and drinking. If I hang out with my people who, do whatever, whatever you hang around, that's what you become. So basically saying we need to pick 5 people in our lives that's going to help us propel forward and take us somewhere in life. Again, it goes back to when I went to Florida this past December. I could have stayed and hung out with friends and family, but where would that have gotten me? Yes, I'm back in North Carolina now, but if I hadn't gone, I wouldn't have known what, Florida could have offered me. They say Proverbs 20, well, they don't say, but it does say, in Proverbs 27, verse 17, iron sharpens iron. So basically, in so many words, saying that, if you're hanging around a positive influence and you're a positive influence, you're just going to keep each other, sharpen and doing things. But if I'm hanging around you and your mindset is here and my mindset is here, either you're going to pull me up to where you are, or I'm going to pull you down to where I am. So I think that's why we have to be very careful of who we hang around. And this goes for me too. So I'm having to reflect on some things and go through my list of people that I associate with. Yeah. Again, going back to what you want in life, as I said, be very specific about it. And also come up with some things that you expect to come out of that thing. Question number 2. Are you being celebrated or are you being tolerated? This is something that you really have to take time out to think about, because sometimes it's hard to tell if someone truly wants you around or if they're just tolerating you being around. I took the time to define celebrate and tolerate. To celebrate means to observe with festivities, to perform with appropriate rites, and to have a good time. And to tolerate means to simply put up with. So, I think you can tell that there's a distinct difference if you're around someone and you're having fun with them, that you're being celebrated. But if you're just around them and it's just a casual laugh here, a casual, hi, how are you, da 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 da, there's lines of questioning if you're being tolerated or not, or if they really want to communicate with you. Another question that I stemmed out from that is, do you ever do things or say certain things to get certain people to recognize you or pay more attention to you? Yeah, I'm guilty. I think I've definitely had some times in my life to where I did certain things, probably more so recent, not realizing it, that I was doing certain acts and doing certain things for a certain someone or for certain people to accept me more. That can be good things and that can be bad things. But Tyrese said in the book, he said, "My own insecurities made me act a certain way, fighting for acceptance, doing and saying things to get more people to notice me." I think a lot of people have done or said things to get someone to notice them. I even took it to the extent of, what about those moments when we try not to say certain things, or we try not to do certain things to get someone to notice us? That can still be a fight and a cry for attention, if you think about it. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. And lastly, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? I've asked the question before. For those of you who follow me on Facebook and Twitter, I'm sure you saw it. When the opportunity presents itself, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to step up to the plate, or are you going to bow down? I think recently I found myself with certain situations and certain things to where I've had to bow down because I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. And it's really something to consider. You know, are you just talking the talk, or are you actually putting forth the work and the effort behind the talk to get it done? It's all about actions nowadays. People want to hear less talk and see more actions being done. And, you know, just because you say that you can do something or you will do something, it doesn't mean that you will. There's so many things that I know that I've said myself, like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Oh, when I'm able to do that, I'm going to do this, and da-da-da-da-da. I've got none of that done. So, yeah. I hope that you take these 3 questions. I see that I've been talking for about 11 minutes now. So I'm going to get going. But I definitely think that these questions are important to keep before you at all times. So see what you come up with. I'm interested to know, you know, some things, some responses. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, share, most importantly. Definitely, if you feel like any of my videos have helped you, my vlogs, you know, singing, whatever, if you feel like they've touched you or reached you, please, by all means, feel free to share with your friends, your loved ones, your family, whoever, your neighbor, your cats, your dogs, your turtles, whoever. But, yeah, hopefully we can continue to grow and do things. So, until we all congregate and socialize again, remember, be radical, be daring, be you. Much love, peace, and blessings. Bye.